All right.
Yeah, it didn't say a goddamn thing about the offspring. Why would the Most High have the offspring of fallen angels leading us after we came out of Egypt through the wilderness? That make no sense that it's not scripture. So point put.
Because what do you think it was talking about? A light by day and a light pillar of light by night. Or cloud, yeah, cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. It was talking about the light of that chariot that they had to follow.
Which they looked up and they followed that big motherfucker. It wasn't small, man. Okay? Look at Independence Day. They got videos of actual chariots that size. It's some that remain outside the orbit because they too big to come in without being seen. Even now, they got cloaking devices and they dwell amongst them. The human eye can only see so far outside of the atmosphere. So the things like if you're in city limits and you only see these big ass what look like stars and they all form some kind of triangular shape in the sky, you gotta understand, don't listen to Esau because those things are not no motherfucking planets, okay? Because even now, if you're in the country, you'll see billions of stars and the Milky Way and all that good stuff. That's the thing that the Most High created. But when you in a city or anywhere, you still see them big bright balls of fire in the sky. Understand, those are chariots, man. And yes, they are either in the atmosphere or right above the atmosphere to be seen. Hell, they could be right over our heads to a certain extent.
Right, because you'll see like so when you look up in the sky, you'll see blinking lights.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ain't gonna, not yet. There are stars that are, stars.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures do speak about Orions.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's in Job.
Yeah. Yeah. But certain ones that like the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars, gay as hell, them lavender pants. Right. Lavender pants.
Fuck it. Let's go ahead and get
Oh my God.
God damn.
We had to jump on that. That motherfucker's a fact. But Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are, what you wondering for. You know it's a goddamn star. It's because that's a chariot, okay? Stars don't twinkle and shit, alright? That's a chariot. So point put, do your research. I pray that the Lord bless you to see it, that edification comes to your spirit. If not, then you'll be destroyed as well with the rest of the 2/3, alright?
Alright.
Yeah, these articles that I want to bring out. This is article from Blacklisted News. BRICS rejects sanctions against Russia over Ukraine. First paragraph. The group of 5 major emerging national economies known as BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has rejected the Western sanctions against Russia and the hostile language being directed at the country. Skip down. It says, meanwhile, the G7 group of the top economic powers has snubbed a planned meeting that Russian President Vladimir Putin was due to host in the Black Sea resort city of Sochi in June. The G7 said that they would hold a meeting in Brussels without Russia instead of the wider G8 summit and threatened tougher sanctions against Russia, which Russia don't really give a fuck. No, they don't. Russia brushed off the Western threat to expel it from the G8 on the same day. The anonymous Republic of Crimea declared independence from Ukraine on March 17th and formally applied to become part of Russia following a referendum a day earlier, in which nearly 97% of the participants voted in favor of the move.
And that's also going back to one of them things was them pyramids that they found. It's a race for this technology, man. Because the ancients at that time had technology that we don't have access to, or is very limited to this very day. That was destroyed in the flood. You know what I mean? And they finding a lot of that because whoever has the most superior technology gives them an edge over somebody else or another nation. And Esau's technology is the foundation of this nation.
And this is going into that scripture in Ezekiel talking about may God be a guard unto them. Yep. On March 21st, Putin signed into law the documents officially making Crimea part of Russian territory. Putin said the move was carried out based on international law. So, basically, Russia is basically grabbing the old USSR states. Basically, that's the Lord putting that hook in their jaw, and them being a guard unto those nations that used to be the USSR.
That's right.
Then another thing going into the chip, because we've been saying that they're gonna use that Bitcoin technology to fuel this internet current, or this cashless currency, which is gonna eventually be put on that microchip.
Right.
It says IRS says Bitcoin should be considered property, not currency, because they trying to tax Bitcoin as well. But, you know, I read a couple points out of it. The International Revenue Service announced on Tuesday that Bitcoin should be viewed as taxed as property, giving little clarity to the shifting regulatory landscape of virtual currency. That means that employees or employers who choose to pay wages in Bitcoins, and that's letting you know that they starting to go to this cashless society. How is a
Y'all
company
Israelites. Put that out there.
How is a company going to go into paying you wage in Bitcoin, which is a virtual currency? Everybody knows it's a virtual currency. Now they're starting to pay people's wages in Bitcoin.
That's bullshit. Not to mention you can mine for that shit too.
Right, and you can mine for Bitcoins. Yeah, if you leave on your computer and have the application to mine for it.
That's bullshit. They even got it on their phones now too.
Yep. That means that employers who choose to pay wages in Bitcoins will have to report those wages just like any other payment made with property. And Bitcoin income will be subjected to normal federal income withholding and payroll taxes. Basically, they try to make that into the new money.
And also, you brought up that story months ago about the guy that got charged for using counterfeiting Bitcoin, and you know they brought him to trial for that, and he was actually charged.
Right.
And his plea was that since that it wasn't real or tangible currency, that he couldn't be charged for it, but they charged him.
Right, but they charged him anyway because that Bitcoin is going to be the money that's on the mark of the beast, which is that microchip, and that is coming soon, you know. And prophecies are speaking again. You got anything more?
No, that's about it.
Alright, and with that, we're going to close up on 3 Death to America. 1, 2, 3.
Death to America! Death to the two-thirds!
All praises and highest honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, double honor to the elders of GMS, and salutation to you brothers doing the work of truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.